Marantz recently released a number of new home theater receivers. We thought it might be helpful to take a look at 4 of their most popular models, ranging from $550 to $1499. We'll discuss what they have in common, as well as the differences to help you choose the right receiver for you and your system. The 4 models we'll be talking about today are the Marantz NR1509 at $549, the NR1609 at $749, the SR5013 at $999, and the SR6013 at $1499. The first thing to know is that while many brands have more features, Marantz opts instead to maximize sound quality. Larger power supplies and more robust amplifier sections, including high current discrete Class AB amps in every channel, are just a few of the things that set them apart. All of these receivers support UltraHD 4K HDR video, and for the 2019 models, they can handle 4K 60 Hz, full rate pass-through, plus Dolby Vision and all the latest video standards. On the audio side, they all can play high-res audio via USB and network connections, even high-speed DSD files. They all feature Apple AirPlay and Bluetooth plus Alexa integration. Marantz backs all of its receivers with a 3-year warranty. All Marantz receivers have full HEOS integration. You can even send the audio from your cable box or satellite box to the rest of your whole house HEOS music system. All Marantz receivers also come with Odyssey room correction technology. The room impacts your sound more than nearly any other factor, and modern EQ systems are getting pretty good at minimizing the effects of the room and ensuring that you're getting the best sound possible. We really like the way Odyssey works on these Marantz receivers. Now that we've talked a bit about the commonalities, let's discuss what you'll get as you move up from one model to the next model. We'll start with the NR1509. If you're looking for a no-frills but great sounding basic surround receiver for 5.1, the NR1509 is a great choice for its warm, rich sound and 4K compatibility. You'll find 5 HDMI rear ports and 1 on the front. Don't let its thin profile fool you. It weighs in at over 18 pounds due to its great power amp section. If you want to add a bigger power amp later, you can, as it has front preamp outs. Plus, the NR1509 has 2 subwoofer outputs. You do need to be aware there is no room to grow should you wish to go to Dolby Atmos 7.1 or a second zone audio out. The options just aren't there. But for $549, its great sound is hard to beat. Next, we go to the NR1609. The $200 jump up in price gets you quite a lot more. You get Dolby Atmos and DTS-X decoding, plus 2 additional channels of amplification, so you'll be ready for immersive object-based surround sound. It has the same thin slimline chassis as the NR1509, so it doesn't eat up much vertical space. Power is the same as the NR1509 with 50 watts per channel, but you do get 7 channels. You also get an additional 2 more HDMI inputs for a total of 8, plus you get outputs for Zone 2 with a separate amp or by using 2 of the existing amp channels. The SR5013 is the first model in the Marantz SR series. The SR receivers are all in a full-size chassis with quite beefy power supplies. While the SR5013 has 7 powered channels like the 1609, they are twice the output at 100 watts per channel. Not only are they double the power, but the power supply is much larger, and Marantz uses their special low-noise circuit design for more detailed and dynamic audio. The digital to analog converter used in the SR5013 and up are all advanced 32-bit AKM DACs, which improve the clarity and will reveal more subtle audio details. You'll get 7 HDMI inputs on the back and 1 on the front, along with support for Dolby Atmos and DTS-X. The SR series also adds DTS Virtual X. In addition, you get preamp outs for 7 channels and a 7-channel input for those of you that have an SACD player. You even get a second HDMI out to feed another TV. And just like the 2 NR models, a moving magnet phono input is included. The SR5013 steps up to Odyssey Multi-EQ. This gives the Odyssey system more points to measure and fine-tune, and also has dynamic volume and dynamic EQ. If you have speakers that can handle or need extra power, and/or have a large room, you should seriously consider it over the NR1609, as it will provide a big step up in audio performance. The last model in our comparison is the SR6013. In our opinion, it's an SR5013 with a much bigger engine. Feature-wise, it's pretty similar to the SR5013 across the board. The big difference is in the amp section. First, you get 9 channels of power, each rated at 110 watts per channel. At first glance, you might think that's only 10 watts more, so what's the big difference over the 5013? But the power amp sections are totally different. Much more output transistors, a bigger power transformer, all of that adds up to a much beefier 6013, which just sounds a whole lot better. It even weighs in at 6 pounds more than the SR5013. It has the ability to drive much harder loads for those speakers that need some current to get going. And if you look at your speaker efficiency, it's below 88 dB, you'll really appreciate that extra current the SR6013 has to offer. The 9 channels on board can be assigned in any way you wish for a great Dolby Atmos system. We recommend, if you're going to go with 9 channels, use left, center, right, sub, side surround, and then 2 pair of in-ceiling Atmos speakers, front Atmos and rear Atmos. This leaves just one final piece of icing on the cake if you want to do a full 11-channel surround Atmos system. You can add a separate power amp and an additional pair of speakers. It does have the preamp outs to handle that. The SR6013 is all about more and better amp channels, while at the same time it gives you the ability to max out Dolby Atmos. If you are serious about your home theater setup and have somewhat hard to drive speakers, it's well worth the extra $500. If you're content with 7 channels and have typical speakers, stick with the SR5013. Receivers like these are a long-term investment in your system, so it's important to consider not only how you're going to use the receiver today, but in the future as well. We're confident that whatever Marantz receiver you choose, you'll love its great sound and enjoy its quality for years to come. The entire lineup of Marantz receivers is available for purchase in our Raleigh and Charlotte showrooms and at audioadvice.com. We'll put links in the description. Don't forget that we have free 2-day shipping on all orders. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.